Good morning, everyone. It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. I hope you're doing good, guys. I hope you're doing well. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video, all that sweet stuff, guys. Listen, it's been a while since we woke up feeling so fine, isn't it, really? It's been a while. Well, I haven't woke up. I haven't slept at all. It's been amazing, guys. Manchester United defeat Liverpool at Anfield by 2-1. Our first win at Anfield since 2016, guys. And what a performance it was. Absolutely well deserved. Yeah, we rode our luck sometimes. That's going to happen at Anfield. It always has happened like that at Anfield. But ultimately, Man United were in control and there were some standout performances in this game, guys. Really delighted with the team. Proud of the team. And that's all I want, guys. It's those players to come off that pitch and leave us all feeling proud, because they did feel us feeling proud. Now, there were many people out there before this game was kicked off, before a kick of the ball, that was so pessimistic, saying that we're going to lose. Some of them were so-called Manchester United fans. Absolutely disgraceful. I tell you that right now. And you know what? I said it, guys. You never know in football. I had my rant yesterday in the morning. I gave my rallying cry to the masses, and lo and behold, 2-1, like I said, and we win the game, guys. Absolutely incredible. Absolute scenes, absolute limbs. Delighted, happy, enthusiastic, optimistic. You know what, guys? We have to be. That's what football's all about, guys. Now it's 2 games, 1 in a row. All that narrative has been put to bed. We've given Liverpool their 4th defeat in a row. The media are going to be an absolute shutdown this week. They have nothing to talk about. What they're going to talk about, guys, how Man United rocked up to Anfield and won the game? Or are they just going to be making excuses for Liverpool? Man United were excellent. Liverpool were... Look, some people saying Liverpool played badly. No, Man United played well. And that's what I would say. And Man United deserved the win in the end. And it could have been more. Of course, it could have been. Yeah, as I said, guys, we're going to have precarious moments. We're going to have times when it's going to be a little bit difficult. But you know what? We stuck in there. We hung in there and we got the win, guys. We got the win. And now we can use this as momentum to go into the next games. And let's try and go on a little bit of a run, guys. Let's try and win some more football matches, starting with Brighton and Hove Albion. And I'll be honest, guys. The Brighton game is the one I was looking for anyway, because you know what? We've beaten Liverpool in the past. We've beaten Cities. We've beaten Arsenal's. We've beaten Chelsea. We need to go on a run now and start winning some football matches. Guys, listen. We played 40% of the opening 10 games against the top 4 clubs. 40%. Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Guys. And we won 2 of them. We won 2 of them, lost 2 of them. 50% win record. Not so bad, is it? Now we need to go into the games against Brighton, the games against Everton, the games against Newcastle and Tottenham, and do the same thing, guys, and implement ourselves the same way. Title charge? I'm not getting that carried away. But you know what I would say? You never know what happens in football, guys. Football's a funny old game. And as I said yesterday, Liverpool against Manchester United is the great equalizer. It's a great equalizer. You never know what's going to happen when Liverpool and Man United come to town. The game is 50-50, guys. And, you know, I'm just so delighted for the team yesterday. And I know that there's going to be a lot of whining, a lot of grinding, a lot of groaning. But nah, not fooling anyone, guys. Absolutely not. Certain content creators yesterday, and some of them apparent Man United fans, were talking about how Manchester United were going to lose. We've got no chance. Now they're backtracking. Saying it's reverse psychology. You wanted Ruben out. You want Man United to lose. And you wanted to feed into your sinister agenda. That's what you wanted. And that's why you were so pro losing the game. Stop treating us all like idiots, because we're not. Guys, maybe some of them are, but we're definitely not, guys. But yes, guys, I'm absolutely delighted. Every single player to a man was brilliant yesterday, guys. Here's my player ratings on my side, guys. So check them out. Let me know what you think. And the substitutes, of course. Very, very good performance indeed. And you know what, guys? Look, no one expected it. And no one expected it But you know what? We never gave up. We never give in, and that is how it is. We're not going to give up. I would never give up. You know, at a football match, before a football match, before football's even been kicked, that's not in my DNA to do that. Just give up. You know what I mean? Big up everyone in the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you smash the like as well, guys. Hope everything is good with you. Hope everything is blessed with you, my friends. Good to see you all. Good morning, Ephraim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to credit to you. Believe we can win. Your dedication for this guy's amazing. Fantastic. Well, big up, Ephraim. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much, my man. Sal, we have built momentum from now. Rival crying. Love it. Absolutely. Sal Laments brings calmness to the team. Big up. You are the first one to believe in sending men. Thank you, Ephraim. Big up, Ephraim. You know, it won't get told about in the mainstream media. They won't talk about Sal, who spoke about sending the men's before anyone else talk about him. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm glad he's playing well, and I'm glad he's showing that. I knew that what he would. Do you know what I mean? He's better than Emi Martinez. I said it, guys, and I'm absolutely delighted with Selling Lamens, of course, guys. Selling Lamens was very close to man of the match yesterday for me. Almost man of the match, but we had some stand-up performances, guys. We really did. Big up, Kenny. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. These mainstream media wanted us to lose, especially that flip-flop flex. Flip-flop flex wanted us to lose. And I know, look, guys, why don't he just hold it? Hold it. Don't come out with the reverse psychology rubbish. You know, the juju rubbish. Don't come out with all that rubbish. You want Ruben Amram out. I've seen your channel. I've seen your channel. You dive on the manager. Straight away, you've dived on the manager. You sacrificed yourself, you know what I mean, so quickly. And now you're backtracking because you look like a prat, mate. And that's what it is. That's all it is. Hold that. At the end of the day, that's what it is. You said that Man United are going to lose, and you meant it with chest. You said it with chest. That's what you said it. Don't give me that reverse psychology nonsense, because it wasn't. You know, we won the game. Let's be happy. Absolutely. Big up Kenny, by the way. Lamens, what a flipping signing. Absolutely, mate. Let's smash Brighton. Brighton Munich. That's what they are, isn't it? Brighton Munich. Yeah, they probably will play like Brighton Munich against Man United, definitely. But this is where the ultimate test comes with Man United, isn't it? Because this is where we become unstuck in the past, where we will beat the likes of Arsenal and lose to West Brom or Burnley. Man United need to go out there and prove this isn't just a one-off game, because it's Liverpool. We need to go out there and beat Brighton and Hove Albion, beat West Ham, teams that we have lost against in the last few years. Do you know what I mean? So, look, it means nothing if we don't go and beat Brighton. It means nothing if we don't go and beat West Ham and these teams. We have to go and beat these teams as well. Good morning, Garrett, you legend. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're good. So this morning, all thanks to Man United. Glory, glory. Big up, Garrett. Hope you're well, man. All feeling good. All feeling dandy. Woke up this morning feeling fine. Got Man United on my mind. Absolutely. Yes, we have. Now we must just keep the momentum and get a midfielder in January. So now can you imagine, guys, that we had an 8 out of 10 transfer window? Imagine it. Imagine where we'd be in the league. We were unlucky against Arsenal. We should have beaten Fulham, missed a penalty. Guys, where would we be in the league right now? We'll be above Liverpool. Luck hasn't fallen our way this season. Just remember that. It hasn't fallen our way this season. So look, guys, we just need to turn those draws and those losses into draws and wins. You know what I mean? And then we're going to move right at that table. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, of course. Big up, Just Dread Devil. Good to see you, my friend. Good morning indeed. Absolutely. It's a fantastic morning, of course. Good morning, Sal. A lovely feeling. Big up, Amir. Hope you're doing well. Big up, Ryan, the legend. What's going on, my friend? Great win. And I'll just wonder where was that 8 minutes injury time came from. Yeah, Ryan, it was, I said at the beginning of the game, you know, expect at least, no, I said 9 minutes. It was 8 minutes in the end. I mean, look, because I take it back. When there's the last time Man United ever got 8 minutes of injury time? You know what I mean? When we're losing or drawing a game. Have you ever seen Man United get 8 minutes of injury time? I've never seen it in my life. They wanted Liverpool to score. You can tell. I was just waiting for that penalty. I was waiting for them to fall down. Penalty straight away. No, we held on. We fought the referee. We all know that Michael Oliver, what he thinks about Man United, and we did it, guys, and we only can be delighted about that. Absolutely. Morning, Benny. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Believe in you. Big up, my friend. Good to see you. Saviour, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Lamens has brought confidence to the team. Good goalkeeping, calmness, confidence, assertiveness, leadership, I would say, you know, and just a man that is well beyond his years. He reminds me of a goalkeeper that's been playing between the sticks for Man United for 10 years. That is what he reminds me of. That save against Isaac. Not only the saves against Isaac, the ones where he has to pluck the ball out of the air. He didn't drop the ball once. There was one time where the ball went behind him and he had to grab it from behind him and he caught it. And you know, if that was Onana, he would have dropped the ball. You know that. This is what we're talking about, how important it is to have a proper, competent goalkeeper between the sticks. Absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted, man. Brilliant. Big up, Stephen. What's going on, my friend? Talksport and Gabby are crying. They love to... Man, you know what I would say, Stephen? If Man United ever properly came back, and Man United started winning titles and Champions Leagues and things like that, I guarantee you guys, these guys will be, you know what, mentally deranged, because they will have nothing to talk about. It'll be ridiculous. What should we talk about? Man City, nothing to talk about. Tottenham, Arsenal, nah, nothing to talk about. It's boring. Man United are the subject, and they're going to eat their words this morning. I want them to come out. You know what the big thing would be to do? All those people who are doubting Man United, including some Man United fans supposedly, should come out and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was wrong. Tactics, system. Nothing to do with tactics and system. Been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months and months. Nothing to do with the system, nothing to do with the tactics. It's to do with implementation, and it's to do with players wanted it bad enough. And that is what it is, absolutely. Big up, Darren. What's going on, my guy? I hope you're doing well. Ryan, if Liverpool were leading, only 3 minutes added on. I mean, exactly, Ryan, exactly. You know, I knew it would be. I knew that you have to play over 100 minutes against Liverpool, and it was over 100 minutes, wasn't it? Zizu, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good morning, bro. Big win yesterday after 10 years at Anfield. It could have been 2-0 at halftime. Bruno misses a chance. Bruno tried to be cute with his finish. I think he connected too well with the football. Should have been 2-0. Liverpool had their chances. Liverpool hit the post twice. I know that. But I think Man United were in control majority of the time. And what pleased me most about Manchester United yesterday is the fact that when we conceded the equaliser, we didn't just fold. We didn't panic. We went up the other end and we made it 2-1. You know, that's what we used to do in the past. You know what I mean? And, over these last few years, few months, should I say, Man United have gone into their shell a little bit. They can see the goal, and then, you know what, they panic stations. Now, there weren't all great performances out there. There were a lot of dodgy performances, and we got away with some things. Dalot was worrying me every single time he got the ball. I was scared. Every time Dalot got the ball, he's still a little bit of a problem. He was playing left wing back. Of course, we do need to sort out the ring back positions. However, I thought Ahmad had a great game yesterday. Brilliant game yesterday. Guys, you know what it is? Not everyone plays well, but there were 6 or 7 man and a match contenders yesterday. You know what I mean? And that is what we should be every single week. 6 or 7 man and a match contenders. You know, because recently we've been like, do we even do a man and a match? Is it any point doing a man in a match? Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Big up Zizou, my friend. Good to see you again. M-Ski, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hi, Sal. Now the players are gripping Amram's tactics and learning the system. Teamwork was there, fighting for the ball positioning. Yes, however, Bruno was possession and cost us. Bruno was giving away possession. But one thing about Bruno, right? I think it was Mark Goldbridge who said it. He's our worst player. He's our worst player because he will underperform all game. But he'll come out with that cross from Maguire, and that led to the goal. So you have to give him his props. Great cross, great header, goal. 2-1 United. He didn't have the best of games, no. And it was because of that, I'll give him a 6 out of 10 probably. And you know what? I like guys, let me know what your ratings are, what your man of the matches are. But what I would say is that they are starting to fit into the system, but let me just reiterate. They've done this before, M-Ski. They've beaten the likes of Arsenal. We beaten Chelsea. We beaten Man City last season, right? And we've done that already. What we need to do is prove that we can do it against the likes of Brighton, against the likes of Bournemouth and teams like that, because yeah, great. We beat Liverpool away at Anfield. Fantastic result. Brilliant result. Historical result. Live on forever. But one thing we have to remember, guys, is that you get 3 points only. You don't get 8 points. You get 3 points. And when we play Brighton, when we play these other teams, We have to do exactly the same effort, give exactly the same effort as we did against Liverpool. Otherwise, there's no point in beating Liverpool and celebrating, because I'm already looking at that Liverpool game thinking, do you know, looking at that Brighton game thinking, oh, you know what I mean? Don't go and lose that game now, because it makes it all, you know, pointless at the end of the day. Big up Ski. Zizel, happy Diwali. Happy Diwali to all the Hindus, all my Hindu brothers and sisters out there. Big up. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having fun, enjoying yourself. Good to see you, of course. Tyborg, you legend. What's going on, bro? Good morning. Great today. Big up, Tyborg. I told you guys, no fear. No fear. It's all about winning the game. That is what it's all about. And you know what? We did it, guys. We did it as a collective. And you know what? There was something written yesterday that it was just going to happen, wasn't it? And Liverpool can cry. Arne Slot has lost 4 games in a row. Where's the bald fraud brigade? Where's the media outcry? Where is it? Where is all that agenda? Where he's not good enough. He's this, he's that. I told you, man. I told you that, you know what? Yeah, last season, he had Jurgen Klopp's team. He just needed to press play. That's all we needed to do. Now he's built his team. You know what? It's not working, bruv. And I was in a state of shock when Liverpool left that Florian Wirtz and Ekitike and players like that. I was shocked. Liverpool, let me tell you something about Liverpool. I want to talk briefly about Liverpool. Not too much, but when Alex Ferguson was the manager of Man United, right, he knew when to move on players. He knew when to say, right, we need to rebuild a new generation, right? And this is what Liverpool need to concentrate on now. I think what Liverpool they need to try and build a different generation slowly but surely. Build a team around the likes of Isaac and Florian Wirtz. I don't want to give them any pointers. I don't want to give them any hints. But if I was going to talk about Liverpool, I think that sometimes players become stale. Obviously, missing out on Gui was a big thing for them. I understand that. That was a massive signing. That was actually here we go with Gui, wasn't there? But you know what? What I feel about Liverpool is that they need to rebuild their team. They need to rebuild their team, start building for the future. Maybe Isaac and Florian Wirtz become the focal point of what their team is, and they can go forward, right? They can go forward. But that is not my concern. You know what? It's all about Man United for me, you know, and we've been bantered for Kingdom Come. No one is, look, have you noticed, guys, social media is so quiet. It's so quiet. I've never seen social media so quiet. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Garrett, I agree with you, Sal. We need to win the teams in around us. Absolutely, brother. Stephen, VAR and the referee giving Liverpool 8 minutes was a joke. They help City and Liverpool every week. Look, guys, this is why there's no surprise that Liverpool get last-minute goals. It's almost like until Liverpool score. That's what injury time is. They score Liverpool. It's in their name, Liverpool. You know, it's in their name. This is what they are, you know. And I predicted that it will be that amount of time because the gentleman, Ryan, earlier said it absolutely spot on. If Liverpool are winning 2-1, there'll be 3 minutes of added time. No problem at all. I've not seen, right? I've seen games with Man United, right, where the opposition team are time wasting, right? And we're like, oh, there's got to be at least 8 minutes, 7 minutes injury time. And they give 3 minutes, 4 minutes. How many times have we been in that position and we said, what? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, yeah. Look, you know what? We overrided it. We did it. We held on. We were strong. We were firm. And you know one thing I want to say, guys? I want to say that congratulations to Ruben Amorim. The tactics were spot on. The system was spot on. Many of us doubted the lineup. And I'm not, look, guys, I want to clarify something. I did doubt the lineup. I did, because I don't see any longevity in the lineup. I still believe Man United would have won the game with Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven. I still believe that, guys. And I just feel like Man United, if I was to bring a little bit of a down, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I do think Man United need to look to the future, because we have seen this story before. We read this chapter before. We've been here before, guys. We're known to beat Man City in the FA Cup final, for example. We're known to do things like that. We're good at doing things like that. We're good at beating Arsenal, beating Chelsea, beating City, beating Liverpool. We've beaten them all this year. All of them. We beat them this year, right? But you know what? Have we beaten Bournemouth? No. Have we beaten Wolves? No. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about, you know? So I don't trust these players. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't. And this is why I always call out the inclusion of these players. I was incredibly shocked that Maguire played in the centre back. Luckily enough, we did all right. Liverpool didn't really expose us like they did again, like Brentford did with that same defensive line. Now, what I would say is that a goalkeeper does add an element of authority and calmness to the back line, and I think he adds so much to our team, guys. I cannot emphasize how much he adds to this team. I cannot, because he's such a great signing. Big up Amir. Big up Stephen, my friend. Christian, good morning. How you doing? Glory, Man United, and the Reds go marching on. Have a great day to you, and I have accepted a 1-0. I take the win all day long. Big up my guy. Big up Christian. I hope you're doing well. Love it, my friend. Love it. Big up Sovereign. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Big up Sal. No team is perfect and clinical. If we stay consistent and keep on winning our games, can't believe I'm saying this, but we can still win the league, guys. You know what? You never know. I'm not going to get overly zealous, but remember my predictions before the season. I did say Man United win the league. Maybe that is just biased. Maybe I'm delusional. I don't know. But one thing I do know about football is that you never know, because football is the great equalizer, in regards to winning. You win one game, you can build momentum, you can build confidence. And it's a bit like what happened with Leicester City. And we're a much bigger club than Leicester City. They get that confidence. They get that belief that they can do it. And that's the most important thing, guys. Actual belief that they can do it. And when you win in games, winning is addictive. Winning is contagious. And if we've gone to Liverpool, in my opinion, Anfield is the most difficult place to go in Europe. That's my opinion. I've seen Man United at the Bernabeu, at the Nou Camp, at Highbury, at the Emirates, at San Siro. I've seen Man United at all these stadiums. Anfield is the toughest place to go out of all of them, my guys. Out of all of them. And for us to go to Anfield and win like that, we're creating chances, not just snatch and grab, guys. It wasn't just snatch and grab. We snatched and grabbed the game. We won the game, yeah, but it wasn't just snatch and grab. Man United had their opportunities, guys. We missed a load of chances, guys. And we deserve to win in the end. Big up Alex Ferguson. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you, guy. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, my friend. What a morning it is. Great to sit down the media scousers and those other negative so-called United fan channels. It's fantastic, Alex Ferguson. It's fantastic. I don't know, guys. I just think these guys are chuff monsters. They don't really understand the history and heritage of Manchester United against Liverpool. They don't understand that Manchester United in the late 70s stopped Liverpool winning a treble. When we were at our worst, we just got promoted and Liverpool were winning European Cups. We still stopped them winning the treble because people don't understand. They don't do their research. It's not just about managers. It's not just about players. It's about historical spirituality, legacy. That's what it is. A lot of these people, the thing what it is, guys, and this is why they backtrack. This is why they want to try and make it out that is reverse psychology and all that. It's because they want Ruben Amorim out. So anything to feed into the anti-Ruben Amorim thing to make themselves right, they would slander their own football team and say, this is what I heard. We are 100% going to lose to Liverpool, apparently, according to these guys. No chance. Absolutely zero chance. Yet here I am yesterday morning and all week talking about how we are going to beat Liverpool. This is how we're going to do it. We are going to win it. We give 100%. We fight for that badge. Anything can happen. Ruben Amorim yesterday proved to us that he's capable. These players proved to us that they are capable. Now, they can't switch it off now. They can't switch it off because we've seen them go to Anfield and go man for man against Liverpool at Anfield and win that game in a cauldron. Senny Lamens. My goodness me, this guy away to Liverpool. Only his second appearance at Man United with that performance. I could see in the body language of those Man United players how confident they were with Senny Lamens at the back. You can tell how confident they were with Senny Lamens at the back. They enjoyed playing with him, Great to see. Caesar, every fans were mad with the lineups telling Amorim out, but every player gave their efforts and spirits. And that's all we want. Apart from Dalot, yeah. I mean, that's all we want. you give 100%, anything can happen. The problem is, Zizou, is the only issue I have with it, and I'm going to say it's not got no future in it. And because these players are 30-odd years old, they're not all of a sudden going to go on this ridiculous winning run. And that's how I feel. I don't trust these players because they've done it before, Zizou. You know, we beat Liverpool before, remember, at Old Trafford, last minute. I want to see more. I want to see more younger players given an opportunity. I do. And I want to see more of a focus onto the future. However, credit where it's due. I thought we were fantastic. I do believe that Saint Lemens adds so much to that back line. I think he does. He had so much calmness and authority. He looks like the oldest one there. He looks like he's the oldest one. He looks like he's the most experienced player there, you know. Hey, big up Fun Show. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Any pundit and hater saying Amram is not tactically sound is absolute idiot. He spoke about second balls before the game and he was beautiful plan. Thank you so much, Fun Show. And look, you know what? Take to tactics. 3-4-3-2-1. I'll play a 3-4-3-3. Blah, blah, blah. All this nonsense. It was nonsense. And we knew it was nonsense. Many of us knew it was nonsense. The tactics, the system is not the problem, guys. Absolutely not. You know, and Ruben Amram, not just he's before the game, he's in-game management. His in-game management was spot on. He made the changes when they need to be changed, right? And brought on the players that most of us said needed to be brought on. Yeah, Dalot's a bit of an issue. I do think it's a little bit of bias there, but you're going to get that with every single manager, of course. Saviour, where Man United, the good things are coming. Remember what the coach said. Absolutely, my friend. Remember that well. Han Solo, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I still want to get rid of Dalot, Shaw, Bruno, Harry. I think we do need to move on from them in the summer. Definitely. I think... Fun Show. I guess Lamens always tell his back three guys, just go ahead and carry out your duties. I am here. Absolutely. And that a goalkeeper that takes authority, a goalkeeper that is assertive, a goalkeeper that has the characteristics of a leader. You know, back in the day, I said it, guys. We used to have 7-8 leaders, 7-8 captains. Yesterday, we had 7-8 players that, you know what, were 7 to 10 out of 10. You know, they were brilliant. And we need to do that every game, guys, not just against Liverpool. We're celebrating. That's great. It's a good moment. But now we need to move on to Brighton and see what we can do. Big up Santos. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Absolutely, guys. Benny, Amram outsmarted Slot and the bluffer yesterday in Bremo and Virgil, the so-called great, all over the shop. Yeah, Liverpool didn't know what to deal with at our front three. We got a great front three. We got a great player in Sesko coming through. I want to see him start next time. But away from home, you can play that system. You can play the three attackers there. But when we play at Old Trafford, I think it's better that we play a striker so we can get the goals, definitely. But delighted, mate. Even when Sesko came on, he was brilliant, in my opinion. He was holding the ball up. He was doing well. And I was delighted with it, absolutely. Morning, Dembo. What's going on? Just getting your fucking beauty. Hopefully you get on a run now. It's all about the run now. It's all about winning the next game. The Liverpool game is gone. We need to focus now on winning the next game. And Man United and that board of Ineos and the Glazers need to watch that game, guys. They need to watch that game and say, listen, we need to back Ruben Amram. We need to back Ruben Amram with the players he needs because this guy is capable. I've seen it. I know that Ruben Amram is the guy. I know that he is capable. He can do it, guys. He will be a great manager at Man United. Just Red Devil, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. The fact that Sunderland and Liverpool stopped targeting Lemens from corners after only 2 attempts is really encouraging. We've had to watch our keepers punch in the air for far too long. There were many, big up Just Red Devil, by the way. There were many opportunities in the game where Saint Lemens could have fumbled, could have let go of the ball and dropped the ball because there were some good corners and good crosses swung in there. But you're absolutely right. Man, they gave up in the end. They gave up in the end because they knew when nothing's getting past this goalkeeper. Not only that, when the crosses were coming, the punches as well. The punches that Saint Lemens was doing is getting them way out of the danger area. And guys, there was one ball I remember, and it was a cross that came in, and it went behind Saint Lemens, and he still managed to catch it. He almost fell down, but he still managed to grab the ball. And I thought, wow, that goalkeeper, you know what I mean? Safe as houses, absolutely. Stephen, if Manchester United ever win the big titles again, TalkSport would go out of business. Nothing to talk about in detail. Look, guys, I come from a generation where Man United won a treble. I was there, and I remember every single thing that the media said. And this whole media agenda has not been going on just recent years. It's been going on for decades, right? And I remember when I was on the beach in Barcelona, thinking about what I just saw, what I just witnessed. And I had a little radio, a pocket radio with me, and I was listening to a Radio 5 Live. And the presenter of Radio 5 Live, I've forgotten his name, Irish fella, I've forgotten his name. He was saying anyone who rings into this channel and says anything negative about Man United are getting cut off straight away, because what Man United have just achieved is basically the pride of English football. And nobody should say anything about Man United in a negative way. The amount of people who still went out their way to contact to fight Radio 5 Live in the call-in and say, Man United, they're lucky, they're jammy, they're this and that, you'll be surprised. And how many people were cut off? We're always been hated. To this day, the only thing the difference is now, there's more of them. The ex-players have got jobs as pundits, and those ex-players have suffered at the hands of Man United. They've had to watch Man United lifting endless titles, Champions Leagues, FA Cups, and only dream that one day they would end up winning one trophy, just a League Cup, just a Charity Shield. That's why they hate us so much. That's why they're bitter about us. They enjoy when we're not playing, when we're not winning. They enjoy it. They thrive of it. It's sinister. You know, and to be honest with you, I savor every moment that we get like this, because we haven't had many of these moments in recent years. But it is a new door. It is a new chapter, right? And we need to make sure we change the narrative. We need to make sure we beat Brighton and then go on to the next games. And let's go on an absolute killer run, guys. We've won 2 in a row. And what a way to win. To shut down, actually, that narrative about, oh, Man United are not even won 2 in a row. Ruben Amorim has not even won 2 in a row. What a way to shut down that narrative. What a way to keep the mouths of those bitter, sinister journalists quiet. Absolutely delighted. Absolutely. Guys. Big up Benny. Big up Stephen as well. I know I give out about Bruno, but the ball for you have to give Bruno Fernandes his corn and his flowers in regards to that ball for Harry Maguire. It was a splendid ball, and that is what great players do sometimes. No one doubts the quality of Bruno Fernandes. We doubt he's a good number 8. I still believe he's a number 10, and that is where his ball came from, that area of the pitch. But that ball, you have to give him his credit. It was an absolutely splendid ball. Absolutely amazing ball. Slap bang on Harry Maguire's head. I think me and you would have put that ball in the back of the net. That's how good that ball was, guys. And as I said before the show, guys, at the beginning of the show, I said that every one of those players, bar 1 or 2, I would look at and say, well played, son. Well played. You're absolutely brilliant. Every one of those players, guys. Hey, big up Sam Houston. What's going on, my guy? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Those other negative channels like Flex need to hide their faces in shame, but they are shameless from what I saw them doing today. You know what? The worst thing about it is that they don't hold it. And United View as well. Although that channel there is indirectly, they're feeding into the media narrative because they get their free presser passes and things like that. That's why they want to be, so pro-anti-Amorim, because it fits the agenda of Sky, of TalkSport, and et cetera, et cetera. And they want to get their contacts and their little interviews. That's what they want. So I would urge people to walk away from that channel because they are sinister and bitter. They're the worst, right? And purchasing wards and things like that. Now, what I would say is that if you get something wrong, fine. I've got things wrong in the past. I've been wrong many times. I'm not a bloody guru, right? I get things wrong sometimes. But one thing I will always do, I will always hold my hands up and say I got it wrong, right? If he came out and said, listen, I was wrong. Man United proved me wrong. I got egg on my face. you know, I would say fair play, at least he admitted it. But no Man United fan of many years should, especially with a hairline that far back, right? He should be a Man United fan for many years. I have my doubts. But for you to come out and say, with rival fans that are looking at you thinking, what are you talking about, mate? You don't even believe one bit. Tottenham fans are looking at him saying, you don't even believe in it one bit. For you to come out and say, you know what? Man United got no chance. Our midfield is crap. Our defense is crap. Ruben Amorim is crap. Basically that's what I heard, because I just heard a load of nonsense there. You know, not looking at context, not looking at anything. And then you want to switch it and say, oh, well, it was reverse psychology. It was juju. It was this. Guys, he's been against Ruben Amorim since the beginning of the bloody season. That's why he said that. Because he wants to feed into his ego. That Ruben Amorim is not good enough. Oh, we're crap. We're going to lose. And then guarantee you guys, if we lost yesterday, I told you. I guarantee you that will be the case, guys. Big up, Sam. Benny. All we hear about today on TalkSport is the goal should have stopped for a head injury, and all that bull. All that matters is we now have 3 points on the board and a win at Anfield. Benny, my guy. The Sligo Rovers, is it? The Sligo Rovers legend. What I would say is that, yes, when I went on. I've been on other channels. I've spoken, and a lot of people just want to talk about the head injury. It was play on. And, the head injury came from his own player. We play on, guys. We were in a dangerous position. We scored. This whole business where the game has to be stopped, it's nonsense, man. It's nonsense. And we took advantage of it. You could throw out all the decisions that have happened against Man United over the years, including against Liverpool, right? And say that was a foul. That should have happened. This should have happened. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. And, yeah, look. There's a number of things I could call out in that game yesterday that I felt like didn't go Man United's way. That's life. But the game not necessarily needs to stop. Absolutely not. Zizou. Maguire last season missed the chance to score, but this time he wrote a new chapter. We must give him a new contract. Big up, Zizou. Maguire, we should have won there 3-2. Yeah, and this is the one thing I worry about, Zizou, because Man United rocked up to Anfield last season and went toe-to-toe with Liverpool, and we should have won the game 3-2. We drew 2-2. This is one thing I will bring back to reality. Man United do this, right? They do this. They can beat the likes of Barcelona. Think about the last few years, guys. What teams we beaten? Barcelona, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. We've beaten all these teams. There's not one of those teams we haven't beaten. But I guarantee you, when it comes to Bournemouth, Brighton, Newcastle, Tottenham, we're not beating those sides, though, are we? And this is the one thing that we need to change, because we've proven that we can do this. Now, prove to us, change the narrative, and make us believe again. Go and beat Brighton, and not only beat Brighton well, smash up Brighton, and let's move on, of course. Big up Sanjay, happy Diwali to you. Big up everyone who's celebrating, of course. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a good day. Love and blessings to everyone, of course. Glasner, who was the top favourite to replace Amorim, is on the same points as him. And Thomas Frank is just 1 point ahead. I've been saying it for all along. Absolutely metal. It was all about the goalkeepers. It's the goalkeeper helps. Now these players need to prove it, metal. They need to prove it. They need to do it against Brighton. And I'm confident that they will do it. You know me, Metal. You know how confident I've always been, how pro Amorim I have been. People have been screaming my name out, say, Sal, you're this, you're that, you're wrong. He's a crap manager, system this, system that. I've had it all, but I still stuck my neck out and I said, we are going to beat Liverpool. And I said it, right? I was laughed at. People were laughing at me. I went on my guy, Judge Mo's channel, right? He's my guy, he's my brother. But I said, we are going to beat Liverpool. People were laughing. What? You're going to beat Liverpool? You're going to beat Liverpool? Ha, ha, ha. He who laughs loudest, right? And now what am I saying? What am I saying now? Man United can get in the top 4. I don't care. People can clip me. They can do what they want. They can say what they want. Man United will get into the top 4 this season. And I've said that from the beginning of the season, the pre-season, I've said it. Ruben Amorim is that guy. He needs the tools to do his job, right? We just need to have a little bit of patience, a little bit of belief, and guarantee you we will be all right. We'll be up there. Alex Ferguson. I said 2 weeks ago, Amorim will school that fraud slot. Absolutely, mate. Amorim will win the league last season with that team. Amorim will win the league, you know? And I believe that more. I mean, I believe he would have even won it even more at a counter. Edward, big up Edward. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. You often don't care about the style of play when we play Liverpool, roll on Brighton. We have now played Chelsea, City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. And guys, listen, Edward, we shouldn't have lost to Arsenal. Look, this is what we're talking about the decision yesterday. Man United shouldn't have lost to Arsenal at Old Trafford. It was a foul. It was a foul. And obviously we had Bain there in goal as well, which we let it in, right? We should have beaten Fulham, right? We missed a penalty. Now, Man City, we performed badly. Brentford, we performed badly. I grant that. But hopefully we turned a corner. We played 40% of our games, the top 4. We've won 2 of those. We won 2. 50% we've won. One of them was at Anfield. You know, and look, guys, you can't ask for much more than that. Now's the time to go on a run and let's try and change the narrative. Let's get into a bloody top 4 battle, guys. Let's try and do it. Prove us all wrong. Show us. I believe in you. I'm saying you can do it. You know what I mean? Big up, Ricardo. What's going on, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Big up, guys. Congrats. Thank you so much, my friend, believing in your team and in that stubborn guy that I like. Big up, my friend. It's all about belief, Ricardo, my friend. It's all about understanding what football is, understanding football heritage, football legacy, understanding the game, understanding context, and not just having an opinion based on sinister motives. That is what it's all about. You know what I mean? People forget we beat Sunderland just a couple of weeks ago, you know? And then, I mean, all this last 2 weeks, all I've heard is that, you know what, we're going to lose, we're going to lose, we're going to lose, we're going to get thumped, we're going to get thumped. You know, if we keep it down to 3-0, it will be a good result. I mean, I've seen it all. Absolutely disgusting. Big up, Ricardo. Good to see you. Dalot, I can't talk crap about him since he won, but we better also find another left wing back. Dorgu is another Wan-Bissaka. Sure. I just feel like, Edward, Dorgu is more of a left back, full back than a left wing back. But I would say, Edward, that Dorgu's 20. I would keep Dorgu and have Dorgu in the squad. But I think what Man United need is another attacker left and maybe another right wing back as well. However, very, very delighted with Ahmad yesterday. Over the moon with Ahmad yesterday. I thought he did fantastically well. And a lot of those players there did fantastically well, in my opinion. That's why a lot of them got a green in the scores, of course, guys. Absolutely. But Cunha was my man in the match, guys, yesterday. He was absolutely phenomenal. Stephen, Ten Hag and Onana should be in jail for what they did to this great club. But now it's time to move on. Big up Glory Man United. Big up Uncle Stephen. Big up my friend. That Brighton match will be interesting. I expect nothing less than a draw. Edward, we're winning the game, mate. We're winning the game. Man United will beat Brighton, mate. Remember, mate. Listen, we've been here before. We were here yesterday, day before, when no one said people were telling us about that pessimism. We don't want any of that pessimism, Edward. We're beating Brighton, mate. We're going to beat Brighton. We're going on a run, mate. That's what's happening. Not at least a draw, at least a win. That's what's going to happen, my friend. We're going to do it. Believe. Prince, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Of course, I stand with Amorim. It's not the system. It's the mentality, character, desire, and the will to win. Spot on, Prince. As usual, my guy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Edward, we win 4 in a row, and we are in top 4, qualifying for Champions League. Sell Bruno, replace two midfielders, get another left wing back, and we are fighting for the league this season. Big up, Edward. Love it, my friend. Love it. I love the positivity, Edward, by the way, my guy. Benny, in fairness, a lot of people on here are with Amorim. A lot of people are with Amorim, and that's why I love this community. A lot of people are. A lot of the people are not. Look, I don't mind people coming to me with a constructive opinion. I like to be challenged mentally. I like to be challenged, right? And when people come on here and give me a reason to hate Amorim, all they can bring at me is 15th place. Nah. We lost this game. He hasn't won 2 in a row. Nah. Not mentioning context when he came into the team, what players he had, the off-field issues at the football club, which were up to his bloody eyeballs in problems, right? No one mentioned that. No one's mentioned the problems at this football club, which I have said is a derelict building full of asbestos. That is the problem at this football club, right? And people were saying, oh, but Amram has to get results. You know, look at Thomas Frank. Look at this. Guys, I find it so funny, right? I find it so hilarious that players leave this football club, right? And they don't perform, but they never get mentioned about. Alenga hasn't been mentioned about for weeks and weeks. He's get a tap in. Oh, it's Man United in the problem. For weeks and weeks, people were telling us about how Thomas Frank, look at him, he's cooking at Tottenham. Why can't Ruben Amram cook? There you go, guys. Spoke too soon. Now, guys, listen. I'm not saying we're out of the woods. I'm not saying that. But what we have to do now is believe in this team and we go on against Brighton and we win the game. That is what's most important. 87 and out, only 41 likes. Thank you so much, Benny. Guys, 50 likes, breaking dawn minimum, guys, please. And by the end of the day, we need to get to 100. Helps the channel. Please don't forget to smash a like on the channel, guys, please. Thank you so much. You absolute legends. Really appreciate you every single morning. Benny, people like Benny are the reason, guys, are the reason. Thank you very much, my guy. Sovereign. We got to treat that Brighton match like a cup final. We beat City and we lost the following week against West Brom. Exactly, Sovereign. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do against Chelsea? We beat Chelsea, we lose to Brentford. That's what we do. You know, and this is the problem. This is why I want us to change the narrative. And I believe that we will change the narrative against Brighton. And when we go away from home against the likes of West Ham, the likes of Newcastle, the likes of Tottenham, I want us to give the same effort, the same desire that we did against Liverpool. Right? I don't mind being the underdog. I don't mind Man United, everyone saying that Man United is going to lose. I don't mind that if it's the rival fans. But us as Man United fans, we need to believe more. Because a lot of people have dived in head first too soon with the manager thing. It's naivety. It's ignorance. It's unintelligent. You know? Big up, Roy. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well, Roy. Good to see you. The English champions judiciary just got folded. Big up, Roy. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Atleti should have beat them, shouldn't they? Good morning, Joe. What's going on, my brother? I hope you're doing well. I am still buzzing from yesterday's result, but we can't get carried away with this. We move on, absolutely, to Saturday, and now beat Brighton. Glory going, man, and the Reds go marching on. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. I agree. Now is all eyes on Brighton and Hove Albion. It's all eyes on that match. That is what it's all about now, guys. If we don't beat Brighton, it's irrelevant what happened yesterday because it just shows me we're same old, same old. Now, they've done something that we haven't done in a long time. We won 2 in a row. We beat Liverpool away. Great, right? Now, let's prove that we didn't just win that game because it was Liverpool. Let's prove that we can go to the less fashionable clubs, right, and go and beat them where the pressure is not as intense, right? Go and beat Brighton, beat Newcastle, beat Tottenham, and let's go on a winning run. Let's get in that top 4, guys. We're 2 points away from Liverpool. We're 6 points away from the top. We've overturned 8-point leads in the past in January, right? So, look, Man City won a league when we were 8 points clear with a month to go. I'm not saying that's the same thing. I know that context and different, and I don't paint everything with the same brush. But anything is possible, guys. It really is. Anything is possible. Hey, big up V. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. World chumps and the Premier League chumps got beat by the worst version of MU. All I want is the decent level of consistency, not asking to win all games. Just be consistent with their efforts. Big up V. Good to see you, mate. Joe, they need to back him now and give him the tools he needs to win the cups. Because he's proven, Joe, now. He's proven to the masses that given the tools, given the players are on it, we could beat anybody. There's a difference if we go to Liverpool and we lose 5-0, you know, and then you think, oh, it's just not working out. But he's proven twice now at Anfield, at Anfield that we can go to places like that and win. He proved that we can go to the Emirates and win with 10 men. He's already proven what he can do. The only problem is, as I've said numerous amounts of times, is the culture at this football club. Some of the players at this football club, they turn it on when they want to, but they turn it off just as quickly. And I really hope they keep that on switch the whole season. Absolutely. Big up, Joe. Cunha looked a bit shaky in the first half, but second half he was a lot better. I thought he was man of the match. Brilliant efforts. Turning on the sixpence. Well, good morning, bro. What's going on, Darren? Good to see you. What a lovely end to see the weekend. I'm loving the fact that the whole team played well. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Kenny, Amarim's game management, fair play. Absolutely. I was worried about the lineup, but it worked well in the first pass. Look, guys, nobody's in any illusions, and I think people need to stop a minute in regards to the lineup. And people were calling out the lineup, and they had every right to call out the lineup. And it's not about whether we're going to win, whether we're going to lose. It's just that there's no future in that lineup, right? I actually believe that Man United would have won the game anyway, right? I've had that feeling from the beginning of the week. You know, that Man United are going to win the league. I wish we win the league. Man United are going to beat Liverpool away. I've had that feeling from the beginning. The thing is that every single one of us have a right to say that the team it lacks ambition. It lacks the future. Because they are 30 years old and they're not going to all of a sudden become these players that are consistent. You know, it is something that they already have. You can't change the spots on a leopard. We still support the team. I still predicted Man United will win. There are a lot of smug people in hindsight saying that, oh, Sal, you said something about the lineup, blah, blah, blah. I did, yeah, because I don't think there's a future in it. I'm not going to flip-flop from that. I don't believe there's a future in that lineup. I want Man United to think more forthwith. I want Man United to think forward, and I want Ruben Amorim to be backed to the level that he should be backed. Absolutely. Big up, Kenny. Darren, Sal was the first content creator to say that he got it wrong, criticizing his starting 11. Darren, yeah. I got it wrong yesterday because but I didn't get it wrong in regards to the result, Darren. I said we're still going to win. I still said we're going to win. I still said 2-1. I said we're still going to win. We're still going to win. I've got a feeling, you know. And I don't believe there's a future in that lineup, though. I will stick with that. I don't think we have a future with Maguire, with Shaw, with Dalot, with Bruno, with Casemiro. I don't think there's a future in that. And I think that by the summer, Man United need to move these players on. Because it's now time to move on from that. We've won these games before, Darren. I said it over and over again. We've won these games before. We've beaten Liverpool before. We've beaten Arsenal. We've beaten City. We've beaten Chelsea. There's not one team we haven't beaten. It's the consistency. And that comes from experience and leadership. And we need players that not only turn up against Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea. They turn up against Brighton, Newcastle, Tottenham, and Everton. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. You know, because you get 3 points from all the games. Shakti. Last night was incredible. Feels like things have changed. The happens of the players after the final whistle shows they are putting in so much effort. It was nice to see the passion. Guys, when I mentioned Seny Lamens at the many months ago, a year ago, people were telling me, and I love these people in this community, I really do, but people were telling me, Sal, another young goalkeeper, he's not going to be that guy. I said, listen. Seny Lamens is the next Courtois. He's the next Petr Cech. That's what Seny Lamens is. I guarantee you, Seny Lamens is the next generational goalkeeper out there. I will tell you that right now. He's the next one through. And then people are like, nah, Sal, nah, I've seen him. He parries the ball out. He can't come for corners. They're making up all load of nonsense, right? Just to feed into their narrative. But here we are, guys. Here we are. Absolutely. Big up, Samuel. Xavi Simons is overrated. Yeah, Tottenham lost yesterday to Aston Villa. Aston Villa won 6 in a row, by the way. Guess who's 0-0-1-0? Absolutely. Florian Wirtz. My goodness me. Guys, that's gone under the radar, isn't it? Simons. I never rated him anyway. Guys, I don't know about you. Excuse me, but I never rated Xavi Simons. He's never been the kind of player. I don't think he's that good. I honestly felt that. I've always felt that. I think they bought him out of desperation. Good to see Aston Villa beat Tottenham Hotspur. Absolutely. Thomas Frank in the mud, of course. We are beaten Bayern Munich. Absolutely, Kenny. Come on. Amram beat Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and City since last season. Absolutely. And what does that tell you, Roy? It tells you there's potential, doesn't it? It tells you there's hope, you know? Benny, big up, Kenny, big up, everyone. Why do people call Brighton and Munich? Because they turn up against Man United and they turn up against the big teams, Roy. They play like prime Bayern Munich, and it sounds like Brighton Munich, innit? It's like that, innit? Start with B, basically, isn't it? There you go. Dalot did not play well, but he kept Mo out. Yeah, but I think Mo's been awful recently. But if it wasn't for Mohamed Salah, Liverpool will have one title in 40 years. Tyborg Maguire almost won it for us last season, but he has done it this time. Absolutely, Tyborg, legendary Tyborg. Tyborg, I've got to give you a call. Sorry, man. I've been really mad busy this weekend. Mad busy. I didn't even get to sleep last night. I've done a stream. You know what this time was the stream? I was on Mo's channel. The stream started at 2 a.m. for me. I was on a stream last night at 2 a.m. on Judge Mo's channel. Go and subscribe to him. Absolute legend. I was on that at 2 a.m. and I haven't slept since. All football, all dedication, guys. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Kyle, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, Sal and fellow fans. I'm all aboard the giddy train. But Sal, if we kept on Ahmad and just took out Brighton, we would have kept a clean sheet. Maybe, Kyle. Maybe not. Maybe. Delighted for my brother Ahmad. Right, and to be honest with you, he's had a tough month, and I'm delighted for him. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. Left side, I mean, we had the right side, we have a problem. We do need backup on the right side. I do say that. I think Van Nissen needs to come into this football club, but the left side does need a little bit of therapy as well. I want to see Diego Leon. I think Diego Leon's ready. I think. Metal. Sal, once AFCON starts, we'll see Bruno at 10 and more chances for Mainu and Xerxes. But that left wing back position spot worries me. Dorgu doesn't look good enough. That cross. He's only 20, Metal. He's only 20. Give him a chance. He's only 20. David Beckham was at Preston North End at 20. You've got to give him a chance. He was solid. He didn't put a foot wrong. All right. He's final ball suspect, but that happens when you're young. Give him a chance. The thing is, right, is that we need more competition. We need more competition for places. We need more experience. These players are not experienced. Dorgu came last January, having played for Lecce. He's never gone to the level of Man United. I see a good player there. I see a good player. I do. Give him a chance. He'll be all right. Trust me. But that's not to say that we don't need reinforcements. We still need signings. I still believe we need a right wing back as well. I still believe that in certain games, we need like a proper right wing back. We need a bigger squad. We definitely need a midfield, guys. Our midfield is none and void. But delighted with Bremo, delighted with Cunha, delighted with Sesko, delighted with Mason Mount. I felt he's done pretty well recently. Very good. And yeah. Big up Metal, by the way. Big up for Nactive 8. Good to see the legend. Morning, Sal. Morning, everybody. Great to win, but we can. But can we beat Brighton? No doubt. We can. But for Nactive 8, we're going to beat Brighton. Don't worry about that. Brighton who? Brighton and no Albion. Brighton and no Albion. That is what it is. Not Brighton and Hove Albion. It's Brighton and no Albion. Absolutely. Big up with Nactive 8. Sesko Lover, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well after that performance and spirit. We can be in the top 4. Sir Jim was right. I don't know about Sir Jim was right. Hoping for a midfielder in January, even on loan. What was Sir Jim right about, Sesko Lover? No. He's just speaking about it out of we believed in the top 4 since the beginning. I've said Man United were going to win the league at the beginning of the season. Sir Jim was not right because he gave us a 4 out of 10 window. Amram's right. He gave us a 4 out of 10 window. Let's not be over giddy with all that kiss asses to Jim Ratcliffe. Roy, big up Roy. Anana single-handedly sent this team 5 years back. He did, absolutely. So Sal, great stream. Big up Garrett. Enjoy your day. God bless you, my friend. Good to see you. I still can't believe they managed that record for over a decade. Man, isn't it? Mad, isn't it? Joe, let's get on the run, prove these haters wrong, because we can do it. We can, Joe. We can. We have to believe it, man. If we don't believe it, who on earth is going to believe it? Thought Amram was very clever in not taking any chances with Casemiro. He took him off absolutely. He learned his lesson, Benny, didn't he? Because we remember what happened before. In case Oliver gave him another yellow, which he would have done. And if he got the chance, he would have done. Dave, good morning. Hope you're doing well. So remember before the game, we said, let's support the lads first, and during and after the game is when we'll see if Amram coach, they win or not. Stuck in his way. Fair play to Amram for the win. Absolutely fair play to him. Big up, Ellen. How you doing? Good to see you again, of course. Joe, maybe I am getting a bit carried away. Nah, you're not, mate. But if we could possibly be, if we can have a repeat of 92, 93 season and 21 is coming. I'm only joking. I'll be happy. You never know, Joe. You never know. I witnessed that season, and you know, we were known as the nearly guys. Obviously, Cantona came in, and we were, you know, it took us over the line, of course. And you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's around the corner. Always believe. William, bit of morning, Don, Sal. Big up, William. Hope you're doing well. Metal, yes, Sal. Not worried about Dorgo off, but he has a huge potential. But if we absolutely need to sign a senior left back, we can't afford to put in all the pressure on him. I agree with that one, Metal. I agree with that. Yeah. We need a few signings as a team. It's no, I mean, Ruben Amram's proven to be a fantastic man. Flowers for Amram, absolutely, William. I think to finish fifth, which is a Champions League, but let's see where things go. Let's see, mate. Let's see. Some people are saying we're going to get relegated a few weeks ago. You know, some people came on this channel and said we're going to get relegated with Ruben Amram. Where are they now? Where are Ellie Goulding? Where are you now? Where are you? Where are you? I want to know the people who said we're going to get relegated. Ruben Amram will get us relegated. Where are you? I can't see you. Where are you, guys? Absolutely. Benny, have a great day, everyone. Great show, everyone. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. An absolute legendary show. I will be back later on for Chatterbox. Please don't forget to join me for that, guys. Don't forget to put your notifications on. And don't forget to smash a like. Hopefully, we got 50 likes on the show, guys. Hopefully, we've got 50 likes on the show. Guys, share the channel, clip it, whatever you want to do, you're welcome. And please spread the Stretford Post word. Don't forget to smash a like on the way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you're lurking in the shadows, guys. And also, guys, don't forget to put your notifications on in case I go live with anything breaks, of course. Absolutely, Benny. Absolutely. Clones. Absolutely. Not clones, clowns. Absolutely. Big up. Thank you, everyone. You absolute legends. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn. Glory, Man United. Onwards and upwards. Bring on Brighton and no Albion. Take it easy, guys. Peace.